Hello, I'm Bakhtiar Sanov and you're watching AnewZ. Today marks 36 years since the tragic events of January 20, 1990 in Azerbaijan, remembered as Black January. On January 19th at 11:30 p.m., Soviet troops entered the then Soviet city of Baku to suppress the independence movement that was just beginning to take shape. In a brutal crackdown, 147 civilians lost their lives. Little did they know that this violence would spark an unprecedented reaction, ultimately paving the way for Azerbaijan's independence. The nation is commemorating the victims of Black January with a moment of silence. May the souls of the martyrs find eternal peace and their sacrifices be honored forever. Across Azerbaijan, commemorative events are underway today as the country observes one of the most tragic and pivotal dates in its modern history. Since early morning, people come to the Alley of Martyrs in Baku to honor the victims of Black January. Our Leyla Rahimli reports from the scene.
Today, Azerbaijan is commemorating January 20, the anniversary of a deadly Soviet military crackdown Baku in 1990. Just moments ago, a minute of silence was observed across the country in memory of those who lost their lives in 1990 when Soviet troops entered Baku under a state of emergency and used military force against civilians. More than 130 people were killed during the operation. For many Azerbaijanis, January 20 represents both a national tragedy and a turning point in the country's independence movement. What was meant to silence public demand for political freedom instead strengthened resistance and pushed the country closer to sovereignty. Here at Martyrs Alley, people have been coming throughout the day. Families of the victims, officials, young people, veterans and ordinary citizens. Some were not even born in 1990, but they say come to understand the meaning of this day and to pay their respects. And as you can see behind me, people are still arriving here today to pay their respects.
Coming up, an AnewZ special on the 36th anniversary of the tragic events of January 20th, 1990 in Azerbaijan, known as Black January. Stay tuned.